Hey everybody, this is me, and I wanted to do a courageous thing today. And I decided that I would talk about addiction, preferably my addiction. I was an addict for 10 years, plus years. I used a lot of youth in my life on being addicted. And I thought this morning, as I was thinking about it, I was thinking about the term once an addict, always an addict. Now, when I was a little girl, I liked to use analogies. Like I'd use a cup of water to show immersion, or just different things that I would use, especially when I was with kids, teaching kids. So today I wanted to use the flame. And I was thinking about this. Once a flame, always a flame. And we know that. It's once there's a fire, it's always a fire. It's never going to change. It's still hot. It still burns. But when it comes to being an addict, once an addict, always an addict, it didn't match my congruency of that I was a child of the King, that I was a daughter of the King. And when you mix those two together, it doesn't work, because you're either an addict or you're a child of God. Now, I know you can be both. But when I was getting clean and sober, I was a flame. When I was not clean and sober, when I was under the guise of my addiction, I was a flame. And what did that flame do? It burned. It burned the people I love. It burned the investments of time into my business at that point in time. The flame was used for the wrong reasons. So that flame was still a flame. Once a flame, always a flame. But what the flame was being used for was destruction. And when I came to the point where I wanted to get clean and sober, I didn't like the term once an addict, always an addict. But I realized that once a flame, always a flame. So how does that work? I had to change my thinking and realize that I'm no longer an addict and a slave to my addiction. I'm a child, a daughter of the one true King, and I began to see my identity different. So the term once a flame, always a flame, well, when I came back around to my own, I realized I was still a flame, but it became a light. And so you change your addiction around and you turn the lights off and see this. Now my addiction's different because I'm a light. I'm a light in the darkness. And I may just be one girl here in a little small corner of my world where my message is only told to the four walls that I live in. But I'm no longer an addict. I'm a light now. And that's what I want to be. And that's where my addiction changed, because I saw myself as a daughter of the one true King. And I knew that my faith now identified me. I was no longer identified as destruction and burning and tearing other people's lives apart because I was entrapped in an addiction that ate me alive. But now I'm a light. And I'm grateful for that light. Yes, once a flame, always a flame. But now your flame can be used for different reasons. Now you can light up the corners of the world that are dark because you know what it was like to be dark. You knew what it was like to reach the bottom. I knew what it was like to reach the bottom. And you know what happened to me? God came down into the pit with me, and he took my flame and he says, it's now my flame, and now you're my light. And I want you to shine and shine and shine. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm just lighting up my little corner of the world. And I'm truly blessed. Remember, use the flame for different reasons. You're no longer an addict. You can be a child of God. And that's where the salvation hits. That's where you get clean and sober, because you change the way your brain's wired. Now go rewire your brain today. God bless you.